Hello friends and family, and good afternoon from the premium outlets here at Vineland Ave. I thought it'd be fun to come out today, head on over to the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store and check out all of the newest, heavily discounted Disney Parks merchandise that Walt Disney World has to offer. This is the outlet very close proximity to Disney Springs, so you can have an awesome Disney Springs day. Drive 5-10 minutes to the premium outlets and score some great deals on your discounted Disney Parks merchandise. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. How's about this crazy beautiful view though this evening? There's actually a nice little breeze in the air. It's been very hot and humid lately though in Central Florida. Just a perfect way to do some outlet shopping. A little bit overcast this evening. And before we do head inside the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store, I do want to mention, if there is any merchandise in today's video that you are interested in, definitely check out the shopping tier of our Patreon page. I'll let a link to that in the description box. That being said though, I did want to mention it is really busy at the premium outlets when you do get here a little bit later in the afternoon like today. I do normally suggest you get here in the morning just so you can score a close parking spot. Okay, so we're just making our way to the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store. There's actually no line to get inside. Let's head on in and check out all the newest Disney Parks merchandise. Okay, so as soon as you come inside the Character Warehouse, they actually have a whole bunch of different prints that are all matted up and ready to go. This one is from Disney Pixar Luca, but these are only $20 a piece. Right next to that one, they do have Princess Ariel from the live-action Little Mermaid. So another really cool one. And again, these are all matted up. These are only $20 a piece. Let's see what else we have over in this section. So further reduced are those Marvel Miles Morales figurines. These actually come with a bunch of different colored markers on the back. These are now only $10 from $25. Of course, we have to check out some of the different pins here at the Character Warehouse. Here's a really cool, let's see here, Tinkerbell version. They do have like a black and yellow version here with Mickey Mouse. A good selection of different pins though. They actually have a really good selection of different like Mickey ones. Here's like with the pinstriping with Mickey with the Cheshire Cat. They do have the Cheshire Cat even on the bottom section. But right over here is that really cool light up house from Encanto. This one has Maribel like at the front door. So all of these little windows actually illuminate. These are originally $80, now $40 a piece. And speaking of Maribel, they do have those massive dolls. These are one of 6,650 pieces. These actually used to be on clearance for $100. These are now only $75. A bunch of really cool adult-sized graphic t-shirts up front here. These are actually further discounted. Normally like $30 at the World of Disney store. Now only $7.99, but these are your adult-sized unisex with all the pastel colors there for Walt Disney World. Right behind there is a shirt that would have been perfect for like 4th of July with like the red, white, and blue, the Walt Disney World lettering with a bunch of fireworks for $8. And they do have your class of 2025 adult size shirts. This one has like the outline with Cinderella Castle and Mickey Mouse for $8. It's always cool though when they get some assorted Disney Parks lug bags. This one is that really cool crossbody size for the 4th of July. This has 3 good size zipper compartments again with the red, white, and blue. You do have a big patch with Mickey with that pinstriping on the backside. These are originally $65, now $35 a piece for them. Also further discounted from the holiday collection are these really fuzzy snap bracelets with the little snowman with the Mickey ears. These were $10 in the park, now only $1.99. They do have all of the bins like completely loaded with new merchandise up front. These are those brand new Winnie the Pooh weighted throw blankets. You can see like Roo on there, Tigger, you have Eeyore and Piglet. So all of the different characters. These are further discounted to $35 a piece. I do believe these are around $80, $85 in the park. Right next to that one is another really fuzzy throw blanket. Let's pull one of these puppies out. These are 60 by 74 inches with Piglet, Winnie the Pooh, and Christopher Robin. This one says without Pooh, the adventure would be impossible. These were $70 in the park. Now let's see here, $30 for them. They do even have your 2024 collector medallion books. This one features Mickey Mouse on the front. Let's see the price. I do believe these are originally $10 a piece, now only 99 cents. Looks like they're even getting some more brand new merchandise from Epcot though. This is that massive like collectible figurine that actually lights up. It has a bunch of characters on the base like Olaf, Mickey Mouse, Figment, even Groot. Let's see what the original price is. Okay, so this is actually like a designer collection. I do believe these are $100 and some in the parks, but they do have the original boxes if you are doing any traveling. These are now only $75. Definitely lots of new Marvel merchandise from over at the Marvel store at Disney Springs. They do have these really cool eyes. This one is actually from like Doctor Strange. Really neat though. These are only $25 a piece. They actually come in like a really massive size box. Right up ahead is a Doctor Strange plastic cup. We actually get like the little eye there, like gibbet on the straw itself. But really nice attention to detail with Doctor Strange. Originally $25, now $10 a piece. And some more brand new merchandise here. This is a Disney Park Signature Series puzzle celebrating the 5th anniversary of Disney Pixar Coco. So this one is a 500-piece puzzle. These were $25 in the parks, now only $7.99. They even have a rack of adult-sized clothing here, t-shirts, actually further reduced. This is part of that Marvel collection with the threat level meter there. You do have Loki. This one is a V-neck. These are originally $40 a piece at the Marvel store, now only $1.99 for that one. And they do also have a Bruno from Encanto graphic shirt. This one has that weathered look on the neckline with Bruno, the palm fronds, and the rats. Originally $35, now only $1.99. And so many brand new stationery sets that they do have at the character warehouse for the kiddos. This one would be perfect for Halloween, the Boo Crew with Jack Skellington and Zero. This one has Jack on the zipper pull, but you actually get like all the crayons, the scissors, the stencils, everything on the inside. Originally $25. These are all $12.99, but they do have a good selection of different characters. We have your Marvel Spider-Man with that 3D effect on the front side. Actually shows you on the inside like all of the different things. These are a great deal though, only $12.99 for that one. They do also have the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. This one has the little Star Wars on the zipper pull. And then way down on the bottom section from Cars, you have your Built for Speed Lightning McQueen set for $12.99. A bunch of really cool Star Wars merchandise that they do have. This is part of your Jeff Grantino home collection. A massive serving tray with, let's see here, we have Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, Greedo, even Han Solo. These are now only $5 a piece from $35. Also part of that Jeff Grantino collection, they do have that same pair of hat ears with Greedo and Han Solo. These are actually double-sided with like Chewbacca and Anakin Skywalker, but these are further reduced to only $5 a piece. And then right over here is that really cool like Funko Pop version figurine of Princess Leia. So this one is a vinyl figurine with like that really good sized display base. Let's check out some of the bins of merchandise up front by the registers though. So from Epcot's International Flower and Garden Festival, they do have a couple different like smaller size watering cans. These are all only 99 cents a piece, so a really good deal. They have the original Florida Orange Bird, kind of peppered throughout here. You do have Spike the Bee. These have like smaller size handles on the side, but they do even have like the blue caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. So 3 different offerings for only $1. Here is that Abu from Aladdin, like really good size Disney Blissful Buddy. These are little fidget plushies. You can kind of move like the arms and the legs throughout the plush. These were $35 a piece, now $14.99 for them. They do even have these really cool Santa Claus plushies. These are from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. A really good size plush though. These were $35 in the park, now only $4.99. Even more really fun Star Wars merchandise though from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They have these lava meerkat plushies. These were $23 in the park. It comes like with a little display stand. That one is now only $9.99. They do still have some of those plastic cups from the movie Up. This one says Adventure is Out There on one side. You do have the balloons on the back with the little grape soda badge. These are originally $25, now $5 a piece. But I'm noticing even more brand new Star Wars merchandise with your old school Kenner packaging. So many different action figures. This is part of that retro collection. You get Jango Fett. Let's see here, Mace Windu, Anakin Skywalker. I love this. These are only $45 for the entire set. Underneath there from Star Wars Mandalorian is your deluxe, let's see here, gauntlet set. These actually shoot the darts, which is really cool. But these are now further reduced to $8 a piece. And then even more merchandise from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They do have these massive droids. These are actually motion activated with lights and sound effects, part of the Star Wars Power Force. These were $30 in the park, now $14.99. And they do even have some assorted Black Series action figures. These are actually highly collectible. They do have a couple different offerings for $25 each. And here's some really cool tin coffee cans. I do believe these are actually from Princess Tiana's section over at the Magic Kingdom. Let's see what we got doing. So you get some milk chocolate coins on the inside. This is really neat though. You could use as like a little coin bank. These are only $4.99 a piece. Then also they do have the Princess Tiana green apple lollipops here at the Character Warehouse for only $1 each. Holy moly though, they do have your Star Wars Black Series helmets. This is crazy. I remember these at the Star Wars store at Disney Springs literally just days ago. They have the brand new Moff Gideon electronic helmet. These are only $75 a piece, so a really good deal. Next to that one, part of your Star Wars Black Series collection, they have the Carson Teva premium electronic helmet for $75. They do even have the R2-D2 massive droids. These are actually from Droid Depot over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You get the interactive remote control droid, R2-D2 with the serving tray. These are now $75 a piece. And right next to that is even the Sabine Wren Star Wars Black Series premium electronic helmets. These are a great deal from Star Wars Ahsoka for only 75 bucks. They do have even more merchandise though from Epcot's International Flower and Garden Festival. This is a really cool Tervis tumbler with Spike the Bee. You got like the flowers and clouds, but you do get like that peach colored lid with the Tervis logo. These I do believe are $12.99 from $35. Underneath there is a whole bin of little photo frames. These hold a 2-inch by 3-inch photo with the original Florida Orange Bird, Spike's Honey Farm. These are $5 from $15, but still a good selection of that merchandise left over, like these smaller size planters again with Spike the Bee with that floral design. You do have your 2025 festival logo on the back. These are now $12.99 a piece. And then right up ahead is a really fancy adult size bucket hat for International Flower and Garden Festival. These are all patches embroidered on the front side. These are $12.99. And then right over here, part of last year's Mousewares collection, is a really awesome coffee press with all the chrome finishes. You actually get the little Mickey gibbet on top, which is really nice. These were $40 in the parks, now $19.99 for them. And they do even have those smaller size saucers. The cool thing about these though, you actually get 6 plates with like Mickey, Minnie, you get Donald, Goofy, and Pluto. And it comes with the display case. These are now $15 from $50. Let's see what else we have doing here from the Mousewares collection though. So here's some adult size dish gloves with Mickey Mouse's facsimile signature, and actually has this really cool like silicone design. These are now only $8 a piece. Right underneath there is your Minnie Mouse kitchen apron with the little bow on the front there with 2 really good sized pockets, but you actually have all of Minnie's polka dots. These were $35 in the park, now $12.99 for them. Part of last year's Play in the Parks collection is also that set of 4 metal fireworks. So you get the whole set here of 4 of them, and they do have that Mickey Mouse design on the insides. These were $100 a piece, now only $50. And it does look like they do have a brand new snow globe here. This one has the gold Cinderella castle on the inside with like the solid wooden display base for Walt Disney World. All of this gold glitter is in the shape of Mickey Mouse though. These are originally $40, now $14.99 for them. And then they do even have that matching throw blanket with Cinderella Castle and the Spirit Jersey logo. These are 50 by 60 inches for $25. Here's some of the different Disney Christmas ornaments at the Character Warehouse right now. Part of last year's Disney Parks Munchling collection. This is a matcha cookie cheesecake Mickey Mouse ornament with the little chocolate chip cookie ears. These are now $5 from $25. They do even have the red panda from Disney Pixar's Turning Red. This one is a baked apple brulee. And again, these have a little clippy in case you want to use them as like a little figurine. But these are only $5 a piece, so a really good deal. This one is part of your Disney sketchbook series. You have the castle on the popcorn bucket with the big Mickey hand. Originally $25 in the park. This one is now $4.99. Also part of that Munchling collection, you have your snowflake cupcake with Stitch with the little snowflake on top with the sprinkles. But this one is only $5. And they do even have from the Germany Pavilion at Epcot's World Showcase a glass Christmas ornament that has Mickey Mouse on the inside with a little Christmas tree. These were $27 in the parks, now only $12.99 for them. So many different fancy ornaments though that they do have from over at Epcot. Let's actually check out some of the assorted coffee mugs that they do have at the outlet store. This one actually looks like it's airbrushed with a monorail, Cinderella Castle. You have some Florida palm trees, and it says just along for the ride. These were $20 a piece in the parks, now only $7.99 for them. Part of last year's Play in the Park, I should say, Pride Collection. You do have the Pride Collection coffee mugs with Mickey Mouse. You have all the Pride colors on the handle, and then Walt Disney World on the back side. These were $20 in the park, now $7.99. And here's a really cool like pearl finish coffee mug with that starburst design with Minnie Mouse on one side. The cool thing about these though, they are actually double-sided with Mickey on the opposite side. And again, that one is $7.99 marked down from $20. And it looks like they even have yet another brand new water bottle. This one is a really tall version for the parks. You actually have Earth's Mightiest Heroes for Marvel on one section, and then your Marvel Comics supervillains on the back side. These are originally $30 at Disney Springs, now $14.99. So many awesome drinkware offerings. Here's a whole section dedicated to Lion King from over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So this one is a stainless steel cup that actually has the twisty off lid with Simba. These are $12.99 from $30. Right underneath there, yet another brand new coffee mug. This one has like that pinstriping, Simba, Timon, Pumbaa, even Zazu. These are only $7.99 from $20 a piece. And it does look like on the bottom section, they do still have those adult-sized pair of Crocs with all of the palm fronds with Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa. And then you do have the little paw prints on the back for $25. And it looks like even more of your 2025 Disney Parks merchandise is making its way to the Character Warehouse. Here's another plastic water bottle with Mickey, Minnie, you got the fireworks, and Cinderella Castle. These were $20 in the parks, now $7.99 there. And yet another plastic cup from Disney's Fantasia. You got Sorcerer Mickey on the one side, but even get the little gibbet on the top there with Sorcerer Mickey's hat. These are filled with water and glitter. Originally $25, now only $8 a piece. And another really tall plastic cup. Never Stop Dreaming, Never Stop Believing. The backside, you do have Cinderella Castle. These are $10 from $25. A few other really cool things. Literally right behind me is this massive ceramic candle. This is that pineapple version with Stitch. So these are, let's see here, pineapple coconut scented. Originally, I want to say $35 or $45. These are now $14.99. A couple different things from the Disney Eats collection. This is a whole bookend set with the hot dog, kind of like cut in half with that Mickey Mouse design. But these are $15 a piece. And then right underneath there is a really fun like desk organizer with the popcorn bucket in the shape there with Mickey on the front side. These are now $14.99 from $35. Here's even a really cool like solid ceramic serving tray from Epcot as well. This one has two big size handles on the side with Minnie Mouse in the center. You got like the little bicycle with the flowers, but these are $15 a piece. Underneath there is some brand new Disney Cruise Line coffee mugs. You have King of the Sea there with this really fancy handle, and then King Triton from Little Mermaid. They do say Disney Cruise Line on the inside. These are $7.99 from $20. Right underneath there is a really cool one with the Disney Disney villains for Disney Cruise Line with Ursula. It says Sea Witch, more like Sea Goddess with Disney Cruise Line for only $7.99. And they've been getting so much merchandise from over at Epcot lately, specifically for Guardians of the Galaxy. This is like a retro style coffee mug with the characters in front of Spaceship Earth. The backside says Otherworld Showcase. These are originally $20 a piece, now $7.99 for them. Here's that massive coaster set. You get 4 ceramic coasters on the inside with like this really cool like display case that says Guardians of the Galaxy. It has your Marvel logo on the bottom section. These are now $12.99 a piece. And some really cool plastic cups for the kiddos. These actually have like that little flippy up lid and then the silicone handle. But these actually change color when you add like ice cold liquids. This is the Mickey Mouse version. Originally $20, these are only $7.99, but they do have them with a whole bunch of different characters. You have Yoo-Hoo there with Minnie Mouse, her facsimile signature. This one is only $7.99. And then from Guardians of the Galaxy is the Baby Groot version. Again, these are cool with that little silicone handle for only $8. A few other nice things that I want to show you though from Epcot. Here's a really cool throw pillow from World Showcase. This one is from the Norway collection with Mickey Mouse. The opposite side though is solid Sherpa. And then it's that fleece design. These are originally $40 a piece, now $14.99. Here is a solid glass pitcher, would be perfect for summertime. This one has like the blue brim there, the Mickey Mouse design with the flowers. These are originally $35, now $7.99. And then they do even have a Germany Pavilion adult-size graphic t-shirt with Mickey and then Donald Duck. Let's see if we can find the old price of Rooney. These are $12.99 from $27. Here's even some of those brand new deluxe figurine sets at the Character Warehouse. So even more brand new Princess Tiana merchandise. You usually get a whole set of like 9 different figurines. Originally $35 in the park. These are now $15 a piece, so a really good deal. Right underneath there, they do even have your Disney Ariel play sets where you get like Sebastian, Flounder, and Ariel for $15. Even more Disney Park Loungeflies right now at the Character Warehouse. So this one is actually part of that brand new Star Wars collection with the massive embroidered AT-AT on the front. This one has your Star Wars Loungefly badge. These are originally $80 a piece, now $40 at the Character Warehouse. They do have that glow-in-the-dark simulated leather bag with like C-3PO, R2-D2, Yoda, even Han Solo. This one has the little Star Wars patch at the bottom. $40 from $80 for that one. And then lots of new Marvel merchandise, so another Disney Parks Loungefly. But you have like Captain America, Iron Man, and the Incredible Hulk. This is a very nice simulated leather for $40. Did want to mention though, they do still have some of those Disney Haunted Mansion adult-sized Crocs. These literally have the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. You get 6 different gibbets, including the Haunted Mansion logo, but has this really fancy strap. These are adult-sized for $35 a piece. And then right behind them is yet another brand new pair of adult-sized Crocs. These ones are super duper sparkly, more of like a hot pink fuchsia color. Instead of the normal Croc holes, you do have like that Mickey Mouse design with the Mickey gibbets on the side for $35. Even more Disney Park lug bags right now at the Character Warehouse. So this one is a crossbody bag, part of your Disney Cruise Line collection. Sail away with Captain Mickey for Disney Cruise Line. These are originally $65 on the ship. These are now only $35 a piece. They do still have some of those backpacks left over from Epcot's International Festival of the Arts, again with Figment. These again are Disney Park lug bags. That one is now $25, marked down from $90. And then over from Disney's Ever After at Disney Springs, here's a massive super fuzzy tote size bag with Lotso from Toy Story. It actually comes with like the little strawberry. Really neat design though. These are super fuzzy. Originally $45, now $25 for that one. And here's a really good sized tote bag, part of the Dooney and Burke collection with Cinderella Castle, Walt Disney World, Disneyland. You get so many different characters from Chip and Dale, Mickey, Minnie, some hat ears. These are originally, let's see here, I want to say $279. Let's see what we got. Originally $268, now $150. Then also further discounted, they do have these really nice, like smaller size Vera Bradley bags with Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, and Figaro. These are now further discounted to only $15. Here's even some really nice Disney Lily Pulitzer merchandise, like this half-zip sweatshirt. Again, these are adult size with the gold hardware, with Minnie Mouse, and then of course Daisy Duck. You got some really nice flowers and Cinderella Castle. These are $65 from $148. Right next to that one is last year's adult size pullover sweatshirt. Again, you do have Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck. This one has some pockets on the side with Cinderella Castle. Originally $118, now $65 for that one. And some of those brand new tote size bags from over at Disney Springs, I'm shocked they have these. This is that brand new Baymax version. Really nice though to put like some beach towels and put some of your towels in to go to the pool or to the beach. This is your Baymax version. It does say Walt Disney World on the back side. These are $20 from $45. Here's even a brand new adult size pullover sweatshirt. This one is a cream colored embroidered Walt Disney World with those retro colors. These are $20 marked down from $60. And perfect to go with the pullover sweatshirt. They do even have the adult size sweatpants on the pocket. It's embroidered with the Spirit Jersey logo and Walt Disney World. These actually have the elastic band with the drawstring. These are $20 marked down from $50. Here's some of those brand new adult size long sleeve shirts. These will definitely be perfect for winter time. They do all have like the Spirit Jersey logo, authentic original, established 1971. The cool thing though, they actually say Walt Disney World going down the sleeve. These are $20 marked down from $40, but they do have these with a bunch of different colors, like your cobalt blue version, again authentic original 1971. This is more of like a Kelly green color, definitely perfect for like St. Patty's Day. This one is $20, and then right next to that is more of like your classic black and white design that'll definitely match everything. $20 marked down from $40. Perfect to go with those Haunted Mansion Crocs though. They have a really fancy Haunted Mansion women's dress. This one is the whole wallpaper design, a full button down, and it says Tomb Sweet Tomb on the neckline. These are really cool though because it actually glows in the dark. $25 from $70 for that one. Then here's a really cool throw blanket from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. You get that 3D effect with Jack Skellington. These are 50 by 60 inches. Originally $60 in the park, now $19.99. Even more further markdowns at the Character Warehouse. There's a really fun adult size beanie embroidered with Minnie Mouse's facsimile signature. Then you actually have Minnie Mouse embroidered on the front. Originally $22 in the park. This one is now only $4. And then right underneath there, they are getting some brand new Disneyland merchandise at the outlet. This is your Disneyland Half Marathon Weekend for Run Disney 2025. This is a long sleeve shirt, $13 marked down from $50. And kind of like peppered throughout the Disneyland merchandise, a couple different drinkware offerings. Here's a really tall, let's see here, yellow cup with some Mickey hat ears, some ice cream. You have some Mickey-shaped balloons with Cinderella Castle. This one is $18 original. I should say $17 originally, now $7.99. Right next to that one is a very cool cup. This one has the wooden lid. Actually comes with this massive silicone ring with all of like almost like little paint flakes and Mickey Mouse. These are $10 marked down from $25. Some of the different hats that they have right now at the outlet store. This one is an adult size beanie with that floral design with Minnie Mouse. This actually comes with like a little chin strap. These are $7.99 a piece from $30. Also from Tron over at Disney's Magic Kingdom, you have your adult size Flynn's Top Score Club baseball caps. These were actually just brought to the outlet, and that has like the top score on the backside embroidered. This one is $8 from $30. A good selection of different bucket hats that they do have at the outlet store from Disney's Encanto. Here's a really fun one with all of the different colors and the embroidered flowers. These are adult size, $7.99 from $35. And they do also still have that reversible Spirit Jersey material bucket hat from the Disney Eats collection with like your pineapple Dole Whip, your premium bars, and your churros. But the inside actually has all of the snacks. I love this one. That one is $10 from $45. Here's some more really nice adult size long sleeves. This one actually is embroidered with the Spirit Jersey logo on the front. And then you have all of the different Mickey color balloons. It's embroidered Walt Disney World on the back side. Again, perfect for winter time in Central Florida. These are $25 from $65. Right next to that is your adult size full zip hoodie. This one is part of that Minnie Mouse collection. On the back side though, you literally have on the hood Minnie Mouse's ears and then the bow. You do have two really good sized pockets here on the bottom section. These are $20 from $65, so a really good deal. And this is crazy how they're getting some of those headband plushies from over at Disney Springs. How cool is this from Disney Pixar's Inside Out 2? So it does come with like this little Velcro strap where you can customize your own plushies. These are only $1.99 though, so a really, really good deal. Part of your Disney collection, they do have a really nice like cotton material women's dress. This would have been over at Disney Springs at Disney Style not too long ago with Little Mermaid. You have Sebastian and Flounder with like that bubble design. These are $25 from $55. Right next to that is another really cool dress. This actually has like the Evil Queen and then a Snow White. Lots of different frillies though. Let's see if we can find the old Price-A-Rooney. These are $50 from $128. A whole bunch of really cool things from Avatar over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Yet another water bottle with that tie-dye design with the characters and the banshees. This one has a wooden lid with the Avatar logo. Originally $25, now $7.99 for them. Right underneath there is a brand new kids fanny pack. Again, a really cool design with the bioluminescence. This one just has one little zipper compartment on the front. These are now $12.99 a piece. And then right underneath there is a really cool kid-sized backpack that has like the floating mountains of Pandora, the banshees, and it says Pandora Valley of Moara. These are actually further discounted to $15. And part of that wood sprite collection, they do even have like the little wood sprites that actually change color, just like they do over in Animal Kingdom. These are further discounted to only $5 each. Let's actually check out some of the spinny racks of merchandise at the outlet store though. So this is that crossover between Haunted Mansion and Nightmare Before Christmas. You get Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas and then Gus with the little Haunted Mansion Doom Buggy. These figures are $20, marked down from $50. On the back side of that rack, it does look like they do have a brand new like reversible lanyard. One side has the Mickey hat ears, the opposite side has like Chip and Dale, the Cheshire Cat, even Lightning McQueen. These were $13 in the park, now only $2.99, and a whole bunch of really cool sunglasses that they do have, part of that Star Wars collection. This one has the gold accents for $8. Let's see what else we have down here on the bottom section. Actually, it looks like they do have a couple different Star Wars pairs. Really neat design on the backside for only $8. Even some brand new Alice in Wonderland merchandise at the Character Warehouse right now. How cool is this? They have a teacups match game. I love this. It kind of like rotates there, and then you can put all the different teacups inside of the containers. These are only $15 a piece from $40. And even more Alice in Wonderland merchandise. These are your adult size pullover like long sleeves with Alice. You have a bunch of different like floral designs, kind of like a split colored shirt. This one is originally $50. Let's see if we can find the outlet price. Okay, so I don't see the outlet price on that one just yet. There is seriously new merchandise everywhere I look today at the outlet though. Here's a new adult size baseball cap embroidered with Mickey Mouse. Disney Vacation Club member. On the backside actually has Disney's Riviera Resort. So really cool like resort merch. These are $15 a piece from $30. Right underneath there is a brand new graphic t-shirt with that pinstripe design. It says Minnie, and then you have a little graphic with Minnie in the center. These are adult size and unisex. Originally $40, now $15 for that one. They do even have like a Donald Duck version where his hat's flying off his head. He's like pumping his fist, and it says Donald. Definitely gives me like Disney Cruise Line vibes. This one is $15, marked down from $40. A few other things that I did want to show you, part of that Alice in Wonderland collection though. Here's a really nice button-down shirt, perfect for like a fancy Disney meal. It has like this squiggly design on the sleeves and then the front, but you got some flowers, Alice from Alice in Wonderland, and some mushrooms. They must have just put these out though, so that one is really cool. And then right next to that is the matching skirt. It actually has the elastic band with that same design. This one is $20, marked down from $40. Even more of those deluxe figurine sets right now at the Character Warehouse. From Disney's Encanto, this one is actually a little bit cheaper, where you get Maribel and then Bruno on the front. These are $10, marked down from $35. Next to that one from Disney Pixar's Turning Red, yet another massive figurine set with the red panda. These are $14.99 from $35. From a Disney Pixar Coco, you get like Ernesto de la Cruz, Miguel, Pepita. So many different action figures, and it looks like they even have one for Disney Pixar Inside Out too. Perfect to go with that little plushie for the headband ears with anxiety and joy. This one is $15. They are getting some more merchandise from Marvel Studios, Captain America, Brave New World. These are some really soft, like foam Red Hulk fist. These are really cool though. I remember these at Disney Springs at the Marvel store. These are now $20 a piece. A couple different Marvel graphic t-shirts. Again, these are adult size and then unisex with Captain America. And then you have the big shield. These are $12.99 a piece from $30. And then over here is your Marvel Studios Captain America Brave New World graphic t-shirts. $15 from $35. So many awesome Marvel shirts right now at the outlet store though. Here is your Amazing Spider-Man one. This is a very nice patch on the front side here. More of like a rubberized effect, but you get like the classic blue and then red. These are $40 originally, now $14.99. And then yet another Marvel Power Icons figurine. This one is your Ghost Spider, motion activated with lights and sound effects with real character phrases. These are originally $30, now $19.99. This is why you definitely have to look everywhere though, because on the opposite side of that Marvel section, they have your Marvel Studios Captain America Brave New World Legend Series action figures of, let's see here, Marvel's Falcon. I love this, really cool, definitely highly collectible. These are now $30 a piece. Underneath there is a kid-size Spirit jersey that says Avengers Assemble on the front. You actually have Captain America. These are further discounted to $20 a piece. On the back side it says Avengers with Captain America, the Incredible Hulk. You even have Iron Man. I did want to mention though, they have even more merchandise from Tron over at Disney's Magic Kingdom. This one is a 4" by 6" photo frame that actually lights up with the Tron logo at the bottom. These are only $20 a piece, marked down from $30, but that one is really neat. It actually changes colors on the bottom section. Here is another stainless steel tumbler where you do get that silicone ring for Tron Light Cycle Run. You get all 4 little ride vehicles at the bottom. These are $10 from $25, but they even have a really fun kids graphic t-shirt with that same tire pattern there, and it says Tron Light Cycle Run. These are $15 from $32. Also really nice to go with that Flynn's Top Score Club adult size baseball cap. They even have your adult size ringer tee that matches. Let's see the price of Rooney. This one's actually embroidered Flynn's on the front. These are $20 a piece, marked down from $40. And it looks like they even have some of the light up keychains for Tron from over at Disney's Magic Kingdom. A great deal though. These are now $4.99. That was such a great visit to the premium outlets at Vineland Ave. It's always a pleasure coming out to the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store and checking out all the newest, heavily discounted Disney Parks merchandise that Walt Disney World has to offer. Like I was saying though, there is seriously so many brand new offerings. They've been getting new merchandise, it seems like every visit. But if there is any merchandise in today's video that you are interested in, definitely check out the shopping tier of our Patreon page. I'll add a link to that in the description box. But if you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, make today awesome.